Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarians. I hope you're all doing great, fabulous, fantastic. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got? I feel like the deck wants to talk to you here. But yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you could take a look at. I always find that intriguing. Let's get it going now. Talk to me about Aquarius, my gods. Let's go. What do we got for Aquarius? Thank you. Yeah, super creative, beautiful art model. This is artistic type of energy. There's a lot of layers to this card. And I've been seeing that with a lot of the signs this week. I've been getting the more layered oracle cards. But before we really dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a little look here at this card. So we see this woman, it looks like she's posing for some sort of art. There's different paintings, there's different creative endeavors and pursuits all over this. So when I get cards that are similar to this, one, your creative instincts, your creative powers could be top notch in this time. You could find really fruitful endeavors, really great ways to bring it out of the realm of etheric into the material, whether it's art, whether it's writing, whether it's creating a business or just brainstorming ideas. This is beautiful and artistic, kind of water sign type of energy I'm picking up right here in the front. Another thing I always have to say is when we have all this creativity, you need to make sure you're releasing it, because this can be a very active mind as well, right? All these ideas, all this creative energy, if there's no outlet for it, it could really ramp up in someone's mind. So let's just put that down. I feel like it's better than worse, okay? Let's just put her over there. I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, then we'll get the intuitive, juicy stuff, right? That first card doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. I always need to mention that. But let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got? Okay, yeah, the deck is acting a little funky. It's all good, though. But yeah, last week's reading, and I will say this, the last 2 weeks, the energy has been looking really nice for Aquarius, which was a good change because we're having a lot of challenges the weeks before that. But last week's reading was titled An Explosive Win. There was a lot of fire energy, a lot of motivated type of energy to get things moving, get them going. So we're going to hope to keep it optimistic like that. Even if it's not, we'll look at the silver lining. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take it how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you 3. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Okay, 9 of Swords. I feel like I'm seeing this card all over the place. For like most of the readings that I filmed today, this 9 of Swords has been showing up. Okay, whether it's sleep, is nobody sleeping in this time? Is everyone having trouble sleeping? Is everyone a little on edge? All right, because I'm starting to get that feeling, like with the amount of times I've been seeing this. And here's that let go type of energy, like let's get it moving, let's go. Make it happen. We have the Chariot in position number 2. Let's get one more. Okay. Hopefully that's not somebody like trying to outrun their issues or problems. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, my friends. You're going to have a bonus this week. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords on the back end. Once again, repeating numbers. And I'm seeing themes in your reading that I was seeing with a lot of the other signs, like with the repeating numbers, with the high-strung energy. But you also have the Queen of Wands right here on the side. A lot of stuff happening here, Aquarius. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, we have a major arcana, which is powerful, one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. Then we have air, fire, fire. A lot of that explosive energy, just like we saw last week, is still holding over. We also have repeating 9s here. All right, so you might want to look into the numerology of 9 or repeating 9s. There could be spirit trying to talk to you, give you omens. But position number 1, the 9 of Swords. Like I was saying, it's a card of sleeplessness. It's a card of someone having a rough time getting to sleep, staying asleep, falling asleep. Hopefully you're not having insomnia when this card shows up. If it's not that, it could be someone who mentally, they're high-strung, anxiety, nervousness, stress. So we really want to clarify this and see what it's about. Another little footnote I give with this card is that it is one of my paranormal cards as well. So you might be a little more sensitive to energies than you normally are. You might be seeing more things and having those paranormal experiences when this card shows up. But I feel like this reading is broken down into a lot of different things, situations, because as we move over, we have the Chariot in position number 2. Speed. It might be the fastest card in the whole entire tarot deck. Now, some of you might be linked to Cancer or Cancerian when this card shows up. And it's full speed ahead. Let's go. Let's get this moving. No time to waste. I got to make progress. I got to go type of energy. All right, so you might just be super determined. This could also be a card of overcoming things, being triumphant. So this could be a really good silver lining or sign. But one thing I always say when I give readings and the Chariot comes out, we must always remember that chariots are an instrument of war. So they can be a little combative sometimes. So we really want to see what this is about. If not, it's just energy moving fast, a lot of speed. Now, the only thing that is giving me a little side eye thus far is the fact that we have the 9 of Wands on the back end. So we go from like a wound up card into a card of like extreme action and speed into a brick wall. Okay, this is the Wounded Warrior card. This is a card of somebody who is like guarded. They're on guard. They're skeptical. They're looking at things. So in this time, you might be a little more skeptical or guarded than you usually are. This could represent communication issues, communication blockages. You might still be healing from something when this card shows up. But the way this energy flows, it's like somebody wanting to do something, stressing about it, thinking about it, into the action, into the stop, like cold. So we really want to see how it flows when we get into the clarifiers, right? But like I said, it could just be communication issues or skepticism in some way. Now, on the very back end, we have the Queen of Wands, beautiful energy, beautiful, sexy. I love this confidence with this card. When we see her, it could represent a fire sign, of course, so Aries, Leo, Sag. If not, she is all about how one feels about themselves. Now, the wand suit is also about like where you put your energy. Are you wasting it? Are you using it wisely? But when I see her, it's how one feels about themselves, the self-perception. So in this time, the way you look at yourself is extra important for whatever it is you're going through. Do you value yourself? Do you value your opinions and your efforts, or do you have issues in that realm? Not judging, I'm just saying that's what the card means. So let's just put her down. We want to dive deeper on all this, Aquarius, so let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got for Aquarius, please? Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 9 of Swords. And yes, as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 9 of Swords. What's all this stress about? Why is this 9 of Swords here? Yeah, the deck is being specific now. Okay, thank you. All right, yeah. Did I do the right thing? Okay, we have the World in reverse underneath the 9 of Swords. Did I act right? Did I do the right thing? Did I treat this person right? Okay, that's just the first things that are overflowing for me right now. Because the World is usually a card of cycles closing, things ending. The fact that it's in reverse it could be something that's already happened, and underneath the stress, this is somebody still like really wound up about the way something turned out or the way something ended. Not quite healed from, especially with this 9 of Swords on the back end. So when I see this, it's either that or somebody nervous about this. I will also say now might be the best time or not be the best time to really focus on world events or like stay glued to the news and Twitter and stuff like that, because the headlines might really amp you up more than usual when the world shows up in reverse. Because to me, this could be a card about the bad side of the world. And with this alignment, aside from the endings and the stuff I was already talking about, some of you might be wanting to like escape, like, all right, I'm going to sell all my things. I'm going to go live in the woods. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. So we're going to keep moving. Lots of stuff here, but there could be like still reflecting or pain about a possible ending. Let's see what's up with the Chariot. I don't want to spend too much time there. But yeah, that could be like hurt from a painful ending. We'll just leave it at that. So Why is the Chariot here? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is a very spontaneous type of energy. I feel like someone might have made the wrong move. They might have made a mishap or a mistake or a miscalculation. That's just the vibe I'm getting here. Now, I'm not picking up any guilt in this reading as of yet, but the Ace of Pentacles is usually a very good card of new opportunities. And also, look at this. We have a card of endings and beginnings. Ending, like beginnings, endings. So it's cyclical on the bottom here. But the Chariot is in full flight, moving, and like I said, one of the fastest cards. Like, I'm going to go, I'm going to do this. So with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting like a mistake. So in this time, please make sure you're doing things not spontaneously, but with a plan of action. Because when we see this in reverse, it's like you might be prone to make misjudgments or mistakes in this time. Okay, so just easy does it. That's like the vibe I feel like I need to give. Okay, especially like, don't be too quick to start something. Like if you've recently had an ending of some sort, don't be too quick to jump into new things. Let's see what's up with that Nine of Wands. I mean, it doesn't feel like terrible energy, but there is like the energy of somebody misjudging or making a mistake, miscalculation. Okay? That, once again, that could be how someone you're connected to is feeling like, damn, I messed that one up. Like I really screwed that up. So let's see what's up with that Nine of Wands. Could be a big mistake. Why's that Nine of Wands here? Thank you. Yeah, Two of Wands underneath the Nine of Wands, waiting. Okay, like I'm going to see how something shakes out. Like, yeah, I'm not quite buying this, or I'm not quite buying that. I want to see the result. I want to see how this shakes out. Because the Two of Wands is also a card of, I mean, manifesting, so to speak, but it's a big card of planning. Notice that these two cards look similar here. It's like two people possibly waiting each other out, two people analyzing each other. Like, I'm going to see what they do first. No, I'll wait to see what they do first. It's like two people doing the same thing, but in different ways. Okay, so I do find this very intriguing, but once again, this is plan-based. So as I was saying, this center is more spontaneous, just doing something, like you get the opportunity, you go. This is not. So in the coming days and weeks, you might have an opportunity to do something one of two ways. Either you go for it, and you might make a mistake, or you weigh your options, you plan, okay? Because you may have been hurt before with your decisions. You may have been hurt before with how something went down. This is all about planning properly, waiting. Remember why you must be patient. I hope this is hitting for you guys, because I feel like I'm getting very in-depth with this reading. Remember, if it doesn't hit, you can check your other alignments, but I feel like some Aquariuses need to hear this stuff. Let's go through and do a quick recap, because I am picking up some cohesive themes. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Nine of Swords with the World in reverse. Of course, I said this could be somebody stressing about an ending or hurt over an ending that's already happened. This could be somebody stressing about the state of the world today and current events. Like, you will drive yourself up a wall if you're like glued to the news and stuff like this. The world itself, like, you might just want to escape, like go live in the woods, go live on another planet or whatever. But moving forward, we have two possible ways to handle certain situations. The Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This feels mistake prone. It feels like somebody making a big mistake, a miscalculation, a misjudgment. Like, damn, I should have handled that differently, or I could have handled that better. And recognizing it. And as we press forward, this is the complete opposite. Maybe it's about finding a blend of both, right? Like, not being too spontaneous, but not being too plan-based. A little bit from each world, like the yin-yang. Because as we move over, we have the Wounded Warrior, Nine of Wands with the Two of Wands. This could be two people analyzing each other. I'm going to wait to see what that person does. No, I'll wait to see what this person does. Like, doing the same thing. But if you've had rough experiences, if you've been through things, remember that when you plan your future. Slow it down. So these are two similar but opposite energies. Please take a screenshot. Fascinating reading this week, Aquarius. I'm going to get you one shadow card. And remember, this could be how someone else is feeling, all right? I don't want to keep mentioning the little prefaces here. But let's get you one shadow card. You already know. You could check your other alignments, your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever it is you're going through, right? Let's see what's up. What's in the shadows for Aquarius? Okay. That card almost flew out of my hands. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here. So you might be feeling something extremely intensely in this time. That's when I see the shadow side of the Queen of Cups, it can also represent repression. For a portion of you, it could easily be a water sign that you're having issues with. And the reason I smirked with her is that she shows up in the shadows for a lot of signs a lot of times, because her shadow side, once again, is emotional suppression. Feeling something strongly, but pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down. Now, for a portion of you, the Queen of Cups, if you don't have ties with a water sign, could represent rough issues with a mother figure. So watch out for that. You might have a bone to pick with a mother figure in your life. But when I see her, it does talk about, in a healthy way, letting things out so they don't become bitter, so they don't come bubbling out. So that could be very valuable advice in this time, that you don't push it down until it just spills out. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab once again. My friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.